Hello, hello. Welcome back to 30 Tuesdays with a Thousand Eyes and
30
One, the
Tuesdays.
podcast.
Oh, I missed that.
Tonight, we have our guest is beautiful singer Shalia Monet, and this is one of her favorite movies. So we were really excited to have her on for this. For social media
What's your
stuff to get up,
Wi-Fi?
huh? Oh shoot. Okay, let me switch my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Okay, we
Yeah.
good?
So Tanya's gonna be session. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Social stuff. Facebook and Instagram, A Thousand Eyes on One. Book Club, Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram. Thousand Eyes One on Twitter. Thousand Eyes podcast for past episodes. And of course, here on YouTube, A Thousand Eyes and One podcast. Make sure you put podcast because there's another page called A Thousand Eyes and One. That's not us. A
We are
Thousand Eyes
not
and
that
One
page.
podcast. So let's bring in Shalia. Hey, Shalia.
Hey,
Evening,
what's up,
AK.
Tanya? What's up, Nikki? How are you?
I'm
Thank you
good.
for having
Welcome.
me.
Of
We're
I'm
excited to
course.
have
so
you on.
nervous.
Nervous? I heard this is like your
Yeah,
favorite movie.
Do you want to just
it
sing the whole thing
Is
is
that
instead of
true?
talking?
pretty much. Let's just go.
All right.
That's
So,
so
Shalia,
funny.
you're our guest. You want to tell us anything about yourself or tell them anything about yourself? A little introduction.
Yeah, so I am Shalia Monet. How are you guys? I am a singer, songwriter. I'm originally from Boston and I went to Berkeley. The Tanya's wearing the sweatshirt.
Woo woo.
And now I live in Houston, Texas. So I am working on a new project right now that I'm excited about. So as time, just make sure you're following me on my socials because I just drop little nuggets. It seems like I'm psycho, but I promise that it's going to make sense later on down the road. Just follow my crazy Gemini antics. And pretty much everywhere you can find me is the name that is listed, Shalia Monet, SHELEAHMONEA, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Shalia Monet. Have a Facebook page, Shalia Monet Music, and yeah, and definitely stream my original music, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. I definitely like when people come on Bandcamp because you can choose however much you want to give me. So it's always like that.
Pay me with your me.
Exactly.
um,
Yeah.
Shalia, do you remember the first time you saw Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
It's in the hood. I kind of do. I think I was 12. I think I was 12 years old when I first watched it. I remember going to my dad's house. I used to go there, every other weekend. And they always were watching movies on Friday nights. And I think my stepmother was watching the movie. It had just like come out and we couldn't watch it. So I remember when I got to a point where I could watch it. And I think by that time I was able to. I was 12 and I was like, this is hilarious. Became my favorite movie like ever. It's definitely one of my favorite comedy movies for sure. Top 3.
How about you, Nikki?
I don't remember the first time I saw it, but I don't think it took as long for me to see this one as it did some
As
of
the
the other
others.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in '96, that would have been the summer that we were visiting this lovely country. So I think I may have seen it with my cousins, but I'm not sure. I just remember it kind of always being around through high school and just, you know, knowing it was hilarious.
I saw it in high school at Shalia's house because I had never seen I had never
I
seen
broke
it
your
before.
cherry.
She did. She broke my
That's so fun.
maidenhood. Um I'd never seen it before and she talked about it all the time and would quote lines from it all the time and she was like, "I can't believe you've never seen this." So I went over her house one day and we watched it and I was like, "This is the funniest shit ever." And when I was rewatching it for tonight, I like couldn't take notes because I was just laughing and laughing.
I
over
didn't
and
take notes
over.
either. I tried, and I thought I was gonna get a chance to watch it again, but like it was really, really fun to know that like even though I haven't seen this in a while, it was just as funny. It's
Yeah.
like all the jokes still hit. Like
Yeah, they
I don't
do.
know. And
I
it's,
love
you know
it.
what's been funny because like we've talked about movies that like some things didn't age well, but I think for both of these movies that we've done where the Wayans were involved, that those jokes are still funny. You know.
Hmm.
Totally.
Um.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
have like? What's your
Mm.
like, Shalia? You have all the like quotes from this. What's your favorite quotable? What's your favorite quote?
I mean, where do I begin? I have like my favorite quotes in the beginning. I have my favorite quotes in the middle, and I have my favorite quotes at the end. Literally one of my absolute favorite scenes. So just for it to make a little more sense, I saw Don't Be a Menace before I ever saw any of like the hood classics in terms of like Boys in the Hood or Menace to
Me too.
Society. I saw Don't Be a Menace first. So whenever I finally did watch any of the serious movies that they were mocking, I was dying. I feel so bad for saying that because those movies were serious, they were trying to convey a
Hmm.
message. And here I am just cracking up
Message.
thinking of exactly. So, yes, do we have a problem?
That's my
Yeah.
favorite. That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
that's a good one. But now my favorite scene will be, the scene with Bernie Mac. Rest in peace,
Oh
Bernie Mac.
yeah.
That is my favorite scene.
I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
It's like,
Oh,
oh.
oh, rest in peace, Bernie. Because that was some funny shit.
He just was the best with how he conveyed that. You think you tough.
Yeah, his
It's
delivery
like
there was excellent.
it's
Yeah, it
another
was
movie that I
amazing.
forgot that he was in, and I think that's like for all of the movies we did for Black History Month, I think Bernie Mac was like in
He's like the
almost all of
common
them.
denominator.
I bet he was.
Bernie Mac and like Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Right? Oh
I
my
didn't realize
gosh.
I was
Yeah.
obsessed with Keenan Ivory Wayans until we started doing these.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's a evil genius.
Yeah, he's definitely like
Absolutely underrated.
the parody god because you know you already know how I feel about like Scary Movie and
Right.
this
Oh man.
one and I'm gonna get you sucker. Like those are like top three parodies.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, another one of my favorites. I love the grandma. She's amazing. So in her delivery, I just love when she's like, Ash, can we swear or no?
Yes, you can
Okay.
swear.
Yes.
Just to make sure, hopefully no kiddos are watching.
Yeah.
But I love when she's like, Ashtray, you little bitch ass motherfucker. Come over here and give your grandma. She's
Yeah.
just so funny. I
But
love
like,
it. So
ooh, I'm out of focus. That like almost reminds me of my grandmother.
I know.
She
And
loves this.
mine too. And my not so much, but my grandmother has a mouth of a sailor as well. We just have
Ooh, I'm out of focus.
wonderful, crazy grandmothers.
Sorry, I'm out of focus. I'm trying to. There we go.
There you go.
Tell
I-
your granddaddy to page me.
Tell your daddy to page me. I still say that like randomly.
Yeah. Yeah. What about
Um,
you? What's your favorite scene?
Nikki?
I'm trying to think of where it is, but there's a part where I think it's where the crackhead dude comes up to Sean Wayne. He's like, "I'll suck your dick." He's like, "Ill." The way that he says "ill" to me has always been so funny. It's just like
Yes.
it's such a moment, and it's so fast that if you're not paying attention, you'll just miss it. But like his reaction and the way that he just utters "ill," I laugh so hard every single time because that's not exactly what I'm expecting him to do. So that's really funny. And like a moment that like always stands out to me is like the grandma dance off in church. Like I
Yes,
remember me and my siblings
that's the
watching
other
that
one I
one a
was gonna
lot.
say. I got these
I got these
cheeseburgers, man.
cheeseburgers,
Man.
Also,
Yeah.
when Marlon having the different Loke Dog having the different reaction to it,
Mm-hmm.
getting his dick sucked for
Yeah.
directions.
Yeah.
it's like you go, hey, there you go.
You know, it's funny. I tried. So it was on VH1.
Oh,
So I tried to watch it like the edited version, and it was so difficult. So instead of
boy.
saying "I'll suck your dick, man," he's like, "I'll show you a trick, man." It's horrible.
That's
It
so
was
funny. Shout out Big
horrible.
Psycho. Hi, Big
Hey,
Psycho.
Big
Thanks for
Psycho.
tuning in.
Hey, Big Psycho.
Hey, Big Psycho. That's
Jackie.
I still fun as a teenager. I call it cheeseburgers and the foaming cousins. That is funny.
Jackie, I love everything about that. I just want you to know.
I love it too.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Jackie, are we friends now? Because I love it. Oh, that is so funny.
Also, the getting jumped in part too.
Oh,
like,
yes, that is one of my.
I forgot about that part completely. And I remember I was watching it and I got up to do something. I was like in the kitchen or something, and I was like going along and I was chanting like the double Dutch chant with them. And I was like, oh, wait a second. I turned around. I was like, I had to rewind it and start over again because I knew it like by heart. And I haven't watched this movie in years. It was so funny that it stuck with me.
I like when he's like, you bound to Drizown.
Two of like the little things I liked were the addresses.
Oh yeah.
So it was like 6969 Penetration Ave, and then
Yes.
187
Drive by
Street
by
or something
Boulevard
like
or
that.
something.
Drive by Boulevard. And
all
also
the subliminals in that movie are
yeah,
the best.
and the gangster dude, how his face tattoos changes every scene. Yeah, they're so good with like those little tiny details.
Those little running gags that just make it. I mean, just from top to bottom.
You know what's another funny one is when they're at the cookout and they're showing the different sides. You know, the girl. There's a guy with the blonde braids, and he's wearing purple. So obvious. And every time they're switching conversations, he's on the background of each one. So like if it's Sean talking to Daishiki, right? They're talking and it will face Sean and you'll see him in the background dancing, then they face her and he's in the background, but it should be a totally different background. I think that was totally on purpose. You just see because he's so obvious with his blonde braids and this purple outfit. It is just like right smack there. So that was funny.
The Photep guy was pretty funny too.
Oh my god! Yes,
he's
I
like,
feel like every.
I want to do to the white girls what the white men have been doing to us. What's that? Fuck them.
His delivery was amazing in that.
In like every scene. Also the scene where they jump that guy who shows up to
fight. My god, yes.
When
That's
he
one
does
of my
like the frog jump over the dude.
He like fucks over. He's like,
my milk of magnesia. Man, another one of my favorite scenes from the cookout is when Toothpick and he's like, take me to jail. Lock me up.
Take me to jail.
Oh, wait a key. I ain't afraid to fuck somebody in their ass. And they're all, whoa. And she's like, I'm done with you. He's like, you ain't never just been in the shower, watch the suds go in the crack of his ass. And they're just looking, and he's just like thinking about it. Man, I'm just playing with you. And they're like, yeah, okay. Okay, N-word. I know, whatever.
Some of the scenes that they decided to pull are so funny. Like Menace to Society, excuse me. There's a scene where they go to rob like the store, and it's like the Asian owners, and he shoots the owner and kills her or him. And like it's a really serious moment because now they've committed a murder, and it's like it's like showing like this like descent into just crime. And then the way they flipped it makes you forget that was like such a serious moment, because when she's following them around and that white guy is just stealing everything, and then when he's like she starts shooting up the store, and then he checks off his list.
He has
Yeah.
OJ. He
Oh,
has Mike Tyson on there.
yeah.
Lope
And
Dog.
they look
Here,
at each
catch
other at the end
here,
of the
catch
scene, and
this.
they're just like,
And he's
the
like, here, catch this,
Here,
man.
and tosses them
catch.
the
He's
gun.
like, catch. And so white purebred with it. The
Uh,
man. That actually, when
mhm.
I was a kid, that was my favorite scene for a long time, was the liquor store, the convenience store scene. So I just love when they
Yeah.
came in. Hurry up and buy.
As you say it.
I know.
Mhm.
Hurry up and buy. Here we go.
Um, I had meant to write down the movies that that's parodying, and I never got around to it.
Oh
But
wait, hold on. I can do that.
okay, but I've seen I think all of them because I
Hmm.
recognized pretty much everything.
Yeah,
Like
they're all
Boys in the
movies
Hood
that
when
I
he
saw
fights the air.
later too.
Like Boys in the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hood where he
Oh
fights the
yeah.
air. And Sean comes and he
They're
punches
punching
the
the
kids.
kids. Poetic Justice. I guess they
It
also,
says Menace to Society, South Central, Juice, and Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
but
but
they
they did
also did
Poetic
sprinkles of
Justice.
other poet, and they also did a sprinkle
Hmm.
of, I think, the scene when they're doing the food. I heard my mother say this once years ago, that they were actually doing a little bit of that movie with I think it Sharon Stone in it, called no, not Sharon Stone, Kim Basinger, I think. The 9.5 Weeks, I believe. It came
Oh,
Mm.
out in like the early 90s. I never seen that movie because I
I've
mean,
never seen it.
but but my mom made a comment about it once when we were watching it. And she
Yeah, the
said something,
Poetic
so that was
Justice
always in the
part.
back of my head.
Yeah, the Poetic Justice one was him driving the mail truck and then them saying like, "Take a road trip in a mail truck." That's stupid.
Or even when Daishiki, before they hook up, she writes
Oh, her
the
poems.
poem.
Yeah,
Yeah, she had the braids. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so
I
she
love
was
those
like,
braids. That was a whole
"Love
era.
is like I used to know that poem like the back of my hand, but I can't remember it right now." It
The
really is.
jokes about how young his
Yes.
dad were hilarious too.
Mm-hmm.
When
Like,
he's like, "Did you brush your teeth?" Or when he's like, "I know how to change a diaper. I used to change my dad's diapers all the time."
or when they're talking about what they're gonna have for breakfast. Oh, I just had some Red Hots.
Yeah, he offers him a Hershey bar. And then the chores,
Or
the
like, you
chores. Like, what are you gonna be doing? I don't have to do nothing. My mama takes care of me.
take care of me.
Hmm.
Or when he reads him the bedtime story before going to the party because he can't
Oh,
go
and he
because you
starts
have to be 18.
pulling his meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has to be 18.
So how is your son older than you? And Vivica A. Fox looked mad old in the
I
movie.
know. It's like I almost feel bad for laughing at some of the jokes because it's like making fun of such serious stuff, but it's
I
so
know.
funny.
It is. It is. So funny. That movie never gets old. I pretty much make sure I watch it at least. I try to watch it like once a year, once every other year, if I can, when I'm just in one of those moods where I'm like, I just need a good laugh and I need to watch every single scene.
Yeah, I think this is I actually tried to find it to buy it and I couldn't find it
Yeah.
anywhere. It was weird.
I know I have it on DVD somewhere, but I don't have a DVD player anymore.
I actually do. It hasn't
Do
been turned
you?
on in like 7 or 8 years, but like I still have it. The
Oh
remote
my
was missing
goodness.
for like 4 years.
Oh,
And then I found it when we were moving
I was
furniture
gonna
and
say
I was
Garvey.
like,
Garvey found it.
no, it was Ellington. It went missing when he started crawling.
That's
And
so funny. I
I found
bet
it
he
in
was
like a
playing with
random
it.
closet. Yeah. So I could get it on DVD. Not being able to find it made me want to dust off my DVD player.
Yeah, I think we ended up watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, see, it wasn't just us. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Every once in a blue moon, it's available on a streaming service. So,
It was recently
but
on
I was.
Netflix
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I planned to go watch it on Netflix, and then when I went, it wasn't there, and I was like, I was like, I know I didn't make this up. Oh, what's going on with ice cream?
I wonder if they're pulling it because they're working out a licensing deal or something.
That's usually the case, or like their deal ended. It's usually that simple.
Yeah.
The screen is being
Yeah.
weird. Oh, I can't
They
lean
need to
back
put it
now.
back.
Screen.
They need to put it
Green
back.
screen problems.
I know. Can you hear me? Okay, lean back.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
lean
good.
back.
I'm really.
Yeah.
I lean back.
Yeah, the music for the soundtrack of this movie was also fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh, one of my
Yes.
all-time favorite songs,
Top
Joe.
tier.
The Things Your Man Won't Do. Oh,
Mhm.
one
Oh,
of my
you want to
all-time
hear,
favorites.
Tanya, you'll appreciate this. My freshman year of high school, when we were trying out for the SOAD fashion talent show, or not, I
Oh, I
guess
remember
trying
that.
out, but yeah, and you know who was singing that song, and that's what made me go, oh my God, I like him so much. Was singing all the things your man won't do.
Shalia had a hardcore crush in high school. We won't say his name, but it was something. It was pretty serious.
Yeah.
Aw,
He was a
I'm
good
loving
singer.
it.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
cool.
jeez.
Not as good as me though. No, I was kidding.
I
Own it.
mean,
Yes.
I'm just
You just
playing.
told the
All love.
people
It's all love.
to subscribe to your channels and listen to your music. You gotta own it,
They
Julia.
own that
do,
shit.
for
You
real. I try to
badass.
be humble, but I am
Nah,
pretty
fuck
good. So make
humble.
sure you stream
This is
Shalia
not the space
Monet.
for that.
Yeah, fuck humble. We don't do
I
that
know.
here.
Nah.
We don't do
Cool.
that here.
No humble pie.
No humble pie. It is Pie Day, but it's not humble pie we're looking
Yes,
for.
happy
Is it?
Pie Day.
It's Pie Day? Why didn't
It
I know
is.
this? I'm not on my diet
Everyone's
right now. I'm
for
eating what I want.
it.
I have
You
a
had a
couple more
cheat day
days.
built into the month.
Yes.
Oh, I have a cheat day. Yeah, for real. I've had about a cheat week and a half.
Is your
So,
YouTube? It's just Shalia Monet, right? Or is it Shalia Monet
yep.
music?
Nope, just Shalia Monet.
Okay, I'm
And you'll
putting your link in
see,
the chat.
yay.
So
And
folks can
hopefully you
go
like
and
my stuff.
subscribe.
I'll post some covers. I have a few vlogs. I talk about, just some behind the scenes of anything I've done musically, or I talk about my fitness and weight loss struggles. And, I know that's relatable. So many people go through that. So I like to post that here
I
and
just
there.
do that wrong.
I have some of my lyric videos, so you can hear some of my original music and see the lyrics and sing
Mhm.
along. I should have
Awesome.
one of those, like the old school when they would have like the balls
The
go
ball
over the
bouncing.
lyrics. Yeah, I should do
I
that for one
love
of my
that.
lyrics one day. I will
I
totally
love
do that
that.
one day. I want to do that
You
now.
should.
I got to
You
figure out what
should. That
song.
just
It would be
that
so
just made me
cool.
so
Run.
nostalgic.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm going to figure out a song. I subbed and we'll check out later. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'll post it up here too, so
Oh.
everybody can see it.
So a funny thing I realized when I was watching the movie is that I giggle just like Crazy Legs, and now I can't unhear it. It's been driving me crazy all fucking week. I was like, oh no! And it's not even like the loud one, it's the hee hee. Well, the other, it'll probably happen, and then you guys will. But I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was like, oh no! I was like, shit! I've been
Oh
walking
my
around my
god.
whole life like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Crazy
scene
Legs
when
is the
they're in
whole
there and
thing.
they're
I love his
like,
little dance where
"What?"
he's doing the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I love when he's like, "They told me I'll never be able to walk again." It's like, hold me. Fool, you haven't been able to walk.
In 5 years.
Oh yeah.
I love
goodness.
this movie. I'm gonna watch it again when we're done because I meant to do that earlier, and I was
I
just like, no,
know.
this is great. There's not a sour note in this whole movie. I told Tanya, I almost did my hair like Look Dog. I was like, I'm gonna hang the things.
Oh,
I'm gonna do the things.
you
I'm gonna hang the
should
things, and I was
have.
just like, maybe I'll wait for a Halloween stream. Oh, can just an aside. We should do The Craft during spooky season because we've been talking about that movie
Ooh, I
forever.
love The
I wanted to do
Craft.
something with it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
You want to
Me
do spooky
too.
season with us, Shalia?
Yeah, that's like
And
one of my
talk about The
favorite
Craft?
seasons.
Yes. We'll do spooky
Yeah,
season
I
and do The
love
Craft.
spooky season, and I love Scream. That was a movie that
I
I
love
loved.
Scream
I was
too.
obsessed with it for a while. I don't know if
Will
you
you
know
be
this, Tanya,
seeing?
but like back. I'm sorry.
Oh, Stanya, if I have a lag a bit, I was gonna say, are you gonna be watching the new one, Have you seen the new two, I guess?
I haven't. Yeah, I saw the last one in the movie theater, so I'm gonna go and check this one out. But Sydney Prescott, meaning what's her name? Nev
Neve Campbell.
Campbell's not gonna be in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm just like, this is gonna be interesting. I'm curious what they're gonna do. But when I was in 8th grade and some of 9th grade, actually 8th grade I did it, and yeah, and 9th grade, I used to write stories. And so I wrote my own version of Scream. I don't know if I ever told you about that song back in
I
the
don't
day,
think
but
so.
Oh.
I had written my own Scream. So I had written and it was me, like I was like the main character. And I
Of
remember
course.
of course, the narcissistic in me, whatever. Like, but my neighbor was the killer. You remember my neighbor? So he was the killer. He was the killer in that. And then a person from me when I used to go to school in Cambridge, I had a friend of mine like team up with him or whatever. So, and I never really, I think I finished the second one, but I didn't like the second one that much. But the first
Mhm.
one I had written was like, that was my baby. I thought that was gonna like find a way to come into fruition and be a movie. So I'm totally down with spooky season with you guys.
Segue
Yay.
into Thrones talk. I
Yeah.
like the idea of Euron ending up like Nancy in The Craft. Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you guys dress up as any of the characters?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Because I like that idea of you dressing up as Look Dog. Man, I
Yes.
don't know who I'd want to be from Don't Be a Menace. Man, I
I
want to
will
be
go buy a
Grandma.
wig.
Or the guy
Mhm.
from the pastor in the church. He's one of my favorite characters. I love him. He's so funny. Now, those of you who give so generously, all roads lead back.
Always.
Of
Yes.
One of the other like short scenes that I loved was him deciding what to wear and matching the guns to his shoes.
Yes. Yes. It's like that scene is like the first indication of like what kind of funny this movie's really about to be.
Yeah.
And it's just every time it's awesome.
And I always love Kim's cameos. Kim Wayne's cameos.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
She's always
hilarious.
so over the top.
Baby.
Always.
Yes.
Well, ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
I
I like
forgot
that it comes
I
back
forgot what the
twice.
edited version said. I think it said something like, "Well, ain't that a mess?" or something like that.
Oh,
The edited
I can't
version.
even. Oh no,
It was
I would
awful.
never watch.
Like the cooking scene when she's like, "Pass me that shit over there." The
Mm-hmm.
label's blurred, so like you can't even get the joke. She says, "Pass me that stuff over there," and then he picks it up and the label's
Mm-hmm.
blurred and he sniffs it and it's like,
Mm.
but it's like, wait, I don't get it. What was the joke? And
Yeah.
that was the point in the movie where I was like, I cannot watch this edited. I have to watch
Yeah.
the real one.
Mm-mm.
Now they have the technology for
Yeah.
you at least to get that joke because they didn't
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, I had to leave the edited version alone. No clean stuff over here.
No. Dirty all the way. Give it to me, dirty baby. Give it to me, dirty.
Hey.
How
Yeah,
many
she totally
Wayans are
is.
there? I think it's more than 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's
it's
one
like
of the jokes
10.
in the movie too. She got
You
more
got
kids
more
than
kids than
Mrs.
Mrs. Wayans.
Damn.
Hey, Funda. Welcome. Yeah, I think
like
she has
the
like
scene where
10
they're
kids.
you know the scene where they're in the back in that small little room at the party and everyone's smoking weed. And the guy
Oh,
he like keels over and like foams at the mouth and they're like, oh
I want to
shit,
hit that
let
shit.
me hit that. Oh man.
Or when he's talking
Seen
to
that
that
happen
that girl
IRL.
at the table. I mean, on the couch, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, what's your name?" LaQuanda.
Oh, the
Ooh.
stink girl.
What's a pretty girl like you doing alone? Oh, I don't know. Guys just seem to be so intimidated by me.
She's like taking it.
I love it. Or when the chick
Thank
that's
you, AK.
dragging everyone. That is so funny.
The chick that what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the
And
shy
then
girl.
Oh yeah.
oh,
That
that's one
reminded
of my
me of-
favorites too.
That reminded me of "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker" with Cramps. Do you remember that scene,
Mhm.
Julia?
Oh,
Where she has-
I have to watch that. That's the one I remember I told you the other day I didn't watch it yet. I know. I'm gonna watch it when I get back
Oh, you
home.
are gonna
I'm gonna watch
love
it.
it.
Yeah,
I
I'm so
know.
excited for you.
I would love to watch that for the first time again.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna watch
yeah,
it when I get
it'll
home,
definitely show you
which will be tomorrow.
how Keenan started with this parody shit, because that was like the
Hmm.
black exploitation parody. And
Yeah.
it's, I mean, if you'd like
Yeah.
to see our thoughts on it, you can always look at our past 30
Check
Tuesday
out
from
our 30
February.
Tuesday playlist
Oh.
for all the 30 Tuesdays, and you can see the Black History Month Film Festival.
Yes, where we covered I'm
Ooh,
Gonna Get You
yes.
Sucker and other black movies. Hmm.
Black cinema classics. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. When did
Hell
that
yeah,
come
I'm
out?
hyping it.
Was it like the early 90s?
88. 88.
88. Okay.
Yeah. I watched it way too young
Mm.
because
Didn't
I
we
saw
all
it like
watch
when it
some of
was
those
new.
movies way too young? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I'm gonna get you,
Sorry, I was
sucker.
putting it in
Yeah,
the chat.
man.
Hmm. I
I
mean,
re-
what's his name from I'm Gonna Get You Suckers in this movie? Remember, he's the one who's like they go to for the guns. The guy, the one who's the pimp, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, or
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's the OG.
Yes, he's the
He's
OG.
on punishment,
His
stuck
mom's
on
all,
his mom's porch.
I'm put-
I can't leave the porch. He's like
I
56
can't
years
leave this
old.
porch.
For real. Man,
uh,
we'll just hold down the
yeah.
porch. Follow you.
Also,
Oh man.
I should have been drinking a St. Ides, or St. Dies, as it is in the movie. That was another small
Yes.
detail that was really funny. St. Dies.
Yes. Well,
But I liked how,
be
like,
glad you did it.
yeah, no, there's no way I was going to drink a St. Ides. I'd be throwing up live on the air.
Your
It would
Ugh.
stomach
be
would be
ugly.
wrecked tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that would be ugly.
Oof.
We don't need that. We don't need that. But I thought it was funny, the placement of it just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just everywhere. The refrigerator full of it, the water bubbler that has like a giant
Mm-hmm.
the giant Saint Dies container.
Yeah, that is all
Um
they drank throughout the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
The entire movie was that.
yeah, what link?
So funny.
Oh, thank you, AK, for posting links. Because I sure didn't.
Oh, why thanks?
I don't see it. I don't see it, AK.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't see it
Well,
either.
if you do post it, thank you. Appreciate you. AK is our unofficial mod.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, the back to the poster.
outside the liquor
Like,
store.
oh
I do
yes.
The
remember
big
that.
ass billboard. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what's so
Oh, I have to
funny? So
approve
there
it.
was when I was going to school, I used to have this boyfriend, and he had lived in this. He had a couple of roommates in one of his places, and I swear, I kid you not, one of his roommates looked like the driver's ed driver that robs the
The
bank.
bank robber.
Yeah, the bank
Uh,
robber, and so he totally looked and kind of spoke like him and everything. So every time I watch that movie, I see like that guy, my ex's roommate from that. He's just totally him. Drive, motherfucker, drive. Oh man.
I think
uh,
another like running gag that was funny to me was see, I keep not using the character's name. Sean. It was
Mm-hmm.
Ashtray.
yeah.
Ashtray.
Ashtray
Ashtray.
talking about finally getting out of the hood, and he's been there for like an afternoon.
For real. Like you were there for a whole Labor Day weekend.
Your mom
Like,
just dropped you
dude.
off.
Like she's been gone for like 45 minutes. And he's like finally getting out of it. Like he barely had like a night over.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Yes, passing your driving test after robbing a bank, I imagine, is, you know.
Yeah. Or you know what other little detail is kind of funny when Loke Dog Marlin, he's applying for the job, and you the people that are next to him, he's saying everything, and you hear the pompous guy next to him, and then
tired of living off daddy's money.
living off of daddy's money. And so he's like, I just did wherever he said he was, and look, like, oh yeah, I just did 6 months in county. Let's get out of here. He's crazy. Like Karen in the background saying that. And the blonde lady's trying to hurry up and get him in so he can just shut up. That was pretty funny. A lock dog?
Lock dog?
Oh my God.
Man.
Hold on, I'm gonna put the playlist
Little gems
in here.
Yeah, it's something that's like it was like a lot for back then, but I think about it now. It's like when I text when my family members, like when we're in the same house with the two guys who are outside of the liquor store, and they're like, one of them pages the other one, and they pick up, and say, you ready to be out?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the whole movie is just masterfully done, but I really love too when they're dropping off Malik at college, which is Omar Epps, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Omar Epps.
Right.
Omar.
And I don't know, they were like, man, we're gonna miss you, man. Finally, one of us getting out of the and they don't even hear the gunshot, like they just keep walking, like it's just
right.
like
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport. Well, I guess Michael Rappaport is evil Michael Rappaport, but Bizarro Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into my thoughts about him. He probably searches his name by sound.
Yo. He has one of those, he has the Google trackers where they listen to your thoughts.
Yeah.
And then
he's gonna find his name and call me like a nappy headed bitch or something.
Yo.
He's the worst.
That's funny.
Oh, Jackie, you're hilarious. I'm gonna post Jackie's comment. I was at a Verizon store the other day and saw a charger, but thought it was a pager and got super excited. Can you even buy pagers anymore?
You could probably get them on eBay.
Oh no, you know what? You can, because my sister has one for work for when she's on call.
Oh.
So yeah, pagers still get used. It's just the drug dealers have moved on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What do drug dealers use now? TikTok?
I wouldn't be. There's like a pimp TikTok. There's like,
is there really?
Talk. Yeah, it's weird. I saw some. It's weird. Like they're legit pimps.
Girl's mom
that
came
talk
in.
About
oh yes. Hey, mama, give some to mama. Oh no, she says, let mama have some. I think she's all like that.
Something like that, yeah. And his dad wanted her number.
Right? Now she the freak. Oh man. Yeah. I hope they never like try to remake that.
No, you can't remake a movie like that.
That's impossible.
Massage. just picturing the little baby's feet.
I have it like playing on the screen over here, and that just happened.
Oh, I was just feeling it. There was something about it. I was just feeling it. Oh man. Or when the dogs, when the shootout's about to happen with Toothpick and Loke Dog and everybody, and the dogs are doing it, and the crackhead is like getting really turned on by it. They show his reaction to the dogs doing it.
You know what's funny? It kind of made me want to watch Friday.
I just watched Friday for the very first time by myself a couple weeks ago. I was telling Tanya about this. I realized that because we talked about all those other movies I wasn't allowed to see. And I realized that I'd never seen it from start to finish because I always walk in on somebody else watching the movie, or it's on TV or whatever. So I watched it from top to bottom, but it was so funny.
Yeah.
Friday's hilarious.
Awesome.
It's hilarious. It's a really good movie. But a lot of scenes from this reminded me of Friday, like them just sitting out on the porch, and the guy, the I'll suck your dick guy. Remind me of the my neck, my back.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
thinking
it's
about
not just us.
the kitchen scene where they're like doing foreplay in the kitchen and she's got the pitcher of Kool-Aid.
And the
Yes.
cheese that she
The
melts,
government
that she
cheese.
melts on
The
top,
government cheese.
Oh my god.
but not the hot dogs. That's the
Not
baby's lunch.
not
This lunch, yeah. Fool. That's the baby's lunch.
I really
Talk
enjoyed.
dirty to me. You know.
I like when she was like, "Ashtray, I have to talk to you about something.
That whole
I'm
little
pregnant."
scene. What?
Like, what?
Already?
Already? Yeah.
You
And
know
then you
who?
fast
You know
forward
who
to the
pulled
scene
that
in
in
the
real
kitchen
life?
where the guy's making the burgers.
You know
He's
who
like,
did that? Who did that in real life? Heidi Klum. When her and Seal started dating, she was already like freshly pregnant, and like
Oh.
she basically did the same thing. Was like, "I'm pregnant," and he was like, "Already?" Like,
Oh my
she told a
God.
story about that before because her first daughter is with someone else.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't realize. Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, they got together while she was like freshly pregnant.
Oof.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you know.
Did you know that you can technically, like, if you do it within a certain period of time, you can get pregnant by two different
Yes,
Mhm.
if you
guys? I did
hyperovulate.
not
True thing.
realize that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're like
because
coming out with
people,
2 kids. I'm like,
yeah, and people assume
Two
that
different
everyone
people.
ovulates one egg at a time because some people don't. They ovulate more.
It's
yeah.
interesting. I have to make sure I'm a good girl when I'm ready for that to happen. No, I was kidding.
I hope you get twins.
I know at this point, if I do have kids, it's got to be probably twins, so I could just be 2 and done
One
at
and done.
once.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not recommend multiple pregnancies.
No, if I have 1, I'll probably be done. So if it's 2, then that'll be great.
How were
2 at once.
Daishiki's kids were like all the same age.
For real. Like only 1 was young and everybody else were all like
Months apart.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have like 7 kids under the age of 5?
For real.
Was it 7?
Uh,
Yeah, it was 7.
I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when she tells him she's pregnant, she's like, "I have 7 kids. I think I'd know."
yeah.
That is so funny.
Okay, let's talk about these
Her braids
fungus
are on
toes.
point. I was just looking at them again. I'm just like, her
Bro, the
braids
hot
were
sauce on
perfect.
them fungus-ridden toes.
No,
for real.
I didn't want to talk about it. I thought we were gonna breeze right past that.
Nope, AK brought it back. Sorry.
Damn it, with the hot sauce and all. Blah.
And he's like,
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Jack.
I mean, if you're gonna suck toes, might as well make it spicy. Ding, ding. And she's looking at him like,
You
You
yeah.
gonna suck
"You're
him?
gonna do this?" Yeah.
Ugh.
You better suck these toes. But I just love it. She's like, talk dirty to me. I'm coming.
What did you say?
Oh God. He's
Uh,
the best. Oh, and he choked on the toenail.
Oh, that's
Oh.
disgusting.
That's why I can't do this part.
Oh.
Look,
don't know if
it's just
I don't know if hot
mouth,
sauce works
but
this
yeah.
way, but maybe.
Killed some of the fungus.
That was the hope.
Just gave it a little extra flavor.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Just like that
fungus
grease. Like that grease at the freaking mechanic / burger spot.
toes. Oh yeah.
Wash them filthy hands.
And I love on how excited he was that somebody else was claiming the baby. That was
For
so
real.
very
He looked at,
clearly his.
and then he looks at the time.
Yeah, but he's like, she said I'm the only guy she's been with in the last 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes?
For real. It's like,
Oh.
chick, how can anybody even have fun there? It must be like the big black hole. If every 20 minutes you have popping out all those kids. Too funny. One of the best.
Absolutely one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to say about it? We only have like 15 minutes left.
Oh, shoot. Man. I just love that movie. Oh, you know what's another funny little scene that I feel like would probably get a little more overlooked, but when they're moving out of the hood and Daishiki's like they're at the prison, she's like, I just wanted the kids to say bye to their daddies and just like
Rolls her
is
eyes.
rolls her eyes. And so then let me talk to the man. And he's like, how come you don't come visit me, man? It's like, dude, I don't know you.
He's like, oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That was that.
It
What
was just
movie
the
is it?
way he did it.
What movie is it
I
where
know
it's
that.
Cat Williams and he's in jail and she's bringing all the kids to see him and one of them's Asian and he's like, "Are you sure that one's mine?" What movie is that? It's like almost the same scene. Do
Oh
you know what I'm
man.
talking about? Huh. I can't think of what
Trying
movie
to
it
think.
is.
When the girl at the party
Anyway,
took the
it
40
reminded
on the
me that
head. Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
I loved her braids too. I wanted that hairstyle so bad back in 1996. My mom wouldn't let me have it.
I
Really?
thought about doing that for this too. I was like,
No,
oh,
because
I'll
I
probably
would
have
have
to
had
That's
to
pull
shave
it
some of
off.
my hair to do it. So she wasn't
Mm.
gonna let me.
Oh yeah, your hair's too long.
Yeah, she was
You
like,
just have to do a
nope.
long bob.
Yeah, she let me do the long bob, but I wanted like that short bob with it pinned to the
Yeah.
side, and that's why I wear bamboo earrings now because my mom didn't let me in the 90s.
Well, did you know that supposedly we dressed the way we wanted to when we were like 15? Now, as however old we are now, so I saw that somewhere, but I was laughing because I'm like, it's kind of true.
Sweatpants and hoodies.
I was overalls and crop tops.
Yeah. I'd be like, I finally, have the nails I want because my mom wouldn't let me get my nails done.
I basically wanted to just wear bodycon dresses like Mariah Carey.
Right.
Bodycon dresses and strappy heels, and I do not wear bodycon dresses and strappy heels today. When I was 25,
I was gonna say you definitely did when you were probably around
two
that
two
age.
years ago,
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't even that
I
long
have a picture
ago,
of you last
girl.
week.
6 months ago, when I was 25.
Yeah, I'm wearing all the outfits I wanted to wear when I was 25 now.
Yeah, whew, 25 was a year. It was a year in fashion. You know, the worst time in fashion was like 2000 and like every like the early 2000s period was just a bad time for fashion and art in general.
I don't remember what I was
Low,
wearing then.
Oh, I
low,
don't want to remember those
I just,
low-rise jeans,
oh
tan,
yes,
tan and turquoise.
I didn't do the tan and turquoise, but I did do low rise jeans.
Super low
yeah.
with the waist cut off, so it's
You
like
know what I did?
fringed.
I did it with like triangle tops, like bandana tops. That was like,
Oh,
I was like,
I
where's the
love
rest of that
those.
shirt? So low rise jeans with like
Apocalypse.
a piece of fabric that had like a string on each corner and called it a shirt. Yeah, that
I
was
You
used
and
to
back
I
like
then.
had a
wearing like
shirt like that.
yeah, the knit
Do you?
one. I used to like wearing see-through stuff with like a brightly colored bra underneath.
I always wore
Oh,
crop
those
tops.
days.
I always wanted to show my belly. But then I snuck and got my belly button pierced
With
when I was
me.
17 with Tanya. And
You're such
after
angels.
that, I guess,
Oh my gosh,
oh my
sorry.
gosh, which is so funny because just a couple weeks ago I got my belly button re-pierced finally. But
Really? Are
Yeah,
you
mine
happy
yeah.
about
mine
it?
isn't happening.
I've considered re-piercing mine because I mean it's been years and years, but I looked at it today. I was like,
Do it. Just do it. I
Ew,
recommend it.
mine's all stretched. I'm not doing it.
I have to do like the bottom.
I could
I
like
forgot
probably
about it. Yeah.
put a bracelet through there.
Damn kids.
Damn kids stretched out my belly button hole.
I still got a
Message.
scarf on my dumb belly button. Right? I know. That's funny. Yeah.
There, there,
Oh
Jackie. There,
wow.
there.
I'm sorry. No, I loved it. I was expecting it to like hurt like hell because thinking of scar tissue and just been
Hmm.
forever. I didn't even feel him do it. I was like, oh,
Wow.
that's it. Well, I'll come back later and get some tattoos, and I did. So that
This is
was
the year I
fun.
need to get some tattoos. I need to
Yes.
finish out my back.
I know.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were saying that. And
I
I'm
always
thinking about
forget that I
that
have tattoos there. Have you
matching
ever showed them to
tattoo.
you,
Oh,
Nikki?
Hmm.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
forget that I'm tattooed from my shoulder to my waist. And like I forget that it's there all the time. And I want to get it filled in some more and add some color. So that's gonna be
mm.
my year 40 project. I mean year 30.
27.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? I didn't know that you were that old. I'm just kidding. I thought you were
Uh,
29, girl. Because I'm
Forever
28.
29. Right, totally.
Forever
Totes
young,
my
I'm gonna
goats.
be.
Gonna be forever.
Honestly, whenever it comes to that time, it's gonna just be called a forever young birthday. We're not putting years. I don't claim them. I got that from Mariah. We just have anniversaries.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there you go.
All
Forever
right.
young.
Any last remarks before we start plugging shit?
if you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you haven't seen it recently, watch it right now.
It's on YouTube if you
It's
like
on
and like
YouTube.
nowhere
Should
else.
we drop the link to it? Here, hold on. I'll
Yeah,
drop the
do that.
yeah.
Totally. I hate you,
Mm-mm-mm.
black bastards. You stink. I hate your black skin. I hate your black gums. I hate black pepper. I hate my gums because they black. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Black keys on the piano.
Hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's
Back
neck.
of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Oh. And
And
most
most
of
of
all,
all, I hate
I
that
hate that
black
black
ass
ass
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes. Oh God. Oh, another funny scene. Another one of my favorite scenes. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I love the whole movie. I cannot stress that enough. So, but another one is pretty much that whole scene when they're dealing with the jumping and all of that too. But when they're actually at the jail, they're playing the video game and they're doing, they're beating Rodney King on the video game,
Yeah.
the cops. And so
Yeah.
then they're in the jail and it's AJ Jamal is the comedian in there with him. And he's like, "Swine, my brother. If you kill a man in time, his wounds will heal. And if you steal from a man," right? And he's just saying all that stuff. And always remember, what is it?
Oh,
One
this is
fish,
what used
two
to quit.
fish, red fish, blue fish, knick knack,
Knick knack,
patty
patty
whack,
whack,
get a
give a
dog a
dog a
bone.
bone.
2000 party. Oops, out of time. My bacon smelling fine.
Yeah, Shalia used to quote that part specifically so much.
And I was so happy when I met AJ Jamal when I was like 14 or 15. So I was like super excited when I met him because of course like you're in one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite scenes. But now I like have a bad taste in my mouth with him because he goes on the cruise that my mom does every year where she teaches on festival at sea for Blue World Travel or whatever. So they always bring on their own entertainment. It's an all black cruise. It's really fun. Highly recommend any of you guys if you like cruising, check it out. It was the original one before Tom Joyner stole the idea. So these people, they do it and all that. But AJ Jamal is a regular comedian that they bring on. And so, of course, like he knows us and he knows my mom or whatever, but he loves to poke fun at my mother. But like, takes it like, I mean, for us, he did even the last time that I guess he was on a few years ago and he was like poking at her fun at her like way too much where even the people that put this on, the owners of the company, had to say something to him because it was like
Really?
ridiculous. It's like, yo, yeah. So I wasn't on that year, but I heard all about it, of course. And I was like, yeah, when I see this dude, I almost wanted to like go off on him on social media. Be like,
Fade
like,
on sight.
you're a little, yeah, like, dude, no, don't even. I don't play about the people I love. Do not.
Fade on.
So
Nikki, we need to redo a fade on site.
Yeah, we do. That was a fun ass episode.
We gotta do that again. We had an episode of characters that you would fade on site.
yeah, well,
That he's a real person that you
now
gotta
I'll
fade
fade
on
him.
site.
Like, For real. He's definitely one. But yeah, I'm sure there's a few characters I could think of. So next time y'all have me on, I'll have to have a few characters I'm ready to.
Yeah, that episode is in the vault. That was an early podcast. I think it was like our second
It
episode,
was our
right?
second episode, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely need a
Bring it
redo.
back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring 'em
if you
back,
listen
bring
to
'em
us
back.
start from recently, I stepped up my editing chops.
Well, yeah.
We stepped up my editing chops and we stepped up our microphones. So
Yeah.
I'll just say that much.
We've come a long way.
We've come a long way.
We should have an anniversary party.
We should.
Totally. When is your anniversary?
Good question.
Is
We'll
it in
figure that out.
March? I feel like it's in March.
I got a reminder on
I
my
know it
phone
was in
that the Game of Thrones
2016.
concert was in March, and I was like, "Oh, we went to
I
see
know
the
it was
Game of Thrones concert."
2016.
Man, y'all been doing this for a minute
I
now.
know.
It's crazy.
Crazy. It seems like it was just yesterday.
I know.
We're
Well,
meeting in the park, talk about books.
I know. And then I was like, we should do a podcast. Meanwhile, only podcast I'd ever listened to was like Serial. Actually, no,
That's a
I had
good
listened to
podcast, though.
Serial and I'd listened to Davos Fingers. Those were like the only two podcasts I listened to at the time. And obviously I added more as time went on. But
Let's see. It
Yeah.
says the first one on Spotify is April of 2016.
April. Okay.
Coming up.
So that's next month.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to do an
Anniversary
party.
trivia. Anniversary trivia party.
Ooh.
That would be
Speaking of
fun.
trivia and anniversaries and special things, Nikki and I are going to launch a Patreon.
Whoop, whoop.
We're working on it. We're working on getting together some episodes and some things to share and some things to do, and we'll have details in due time. But in the meantime, we'll send out a waiting list link so you can get alerted when it goes live. So we're gonna work on stuff first and then launch it. That way, obviously, patrons can actually have stuff when we launch it instead of just waiting. So look out for that. Trivia.
Start saving your money.
Yes, start saving your money so you can send us money to
Put a little bit aside.
save us
For
money.
that
Send us
time.
money to buy trivia prizes. Trivia.
Trivia.
Yeah, we gotta bring.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
I still have some good
do trivia
trivia last time.
I keep my Cersei on my desk.
Oh, that's so cute.
My little
Aw.
Go ahead,
Funko Dorp.
Cersei.
Well, I had so much fun with you guys tonight, and I had fun even at the last
trivia night.
trivia
Oh yeah,
in
Shalia,
New York.
Shalia
Yeah,
was
you
at
were
our
there.
live trivia. Our last live trivia. Shalia was there.
That was an interesting night. Actually,
Yeah.
that was around the time that I started losing my mind in the project that I'm working on. I can accredit it to that night is when everything just kicked off for me. So I'm like, okay.
Well, I'm happy
Yeah,
that you lost a
can't
little bit
wait.
of your mind.
I
We all
did.
do.
I think it was all those drinks that night.
Oh yeah, we were drinking, weren't we?
we were drinking.
So yeah, we'll
Oh
bring
yeah,
you back.
'cause, yeah, it was open bar for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely bring
Uh,
back some trivia.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
Next up, we have book club on Sunday, March 19th at 2 p.m. We'll be doing The Good Luck Girls.
I have the actual book this time.
Oh, I do
Oh,
too,
we have a
with different
different
covers.
Oh, that's so cool.
So yes,
cool.
that's the book for
Different
Sunday.
editions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the book for Sunday. I guess I was gonna tell you what it's about, but I mean, just read it. It's good.
It's
I
too
don't know
late.
if- yeah,
Read fast.
read
the
really
audiobook.
fast. Oh yeah, audiobook. There you go.
Yeah. So far, I've
Um,
actually kind of enjoying the narration of this audiobook. She's not our bae, but she's
Yeah,
doing a good
Robin
job.
Miles is our bae. This is fun. Yes.
That's right. AK was there too. AK
Yes.
Jr.
Yeah.
It was like the special guest trivia night.
Mm-hmm.
It
AK was there. Sasuke was
remember
there.
I
We
gave
have a
AK
month. We're
my
gonna have to
food.
figure this out. We should do it in person. Let's powwow on that.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, we should do an anniversary one in person and wear costumes.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I gotta get some new corsets.
I need a new wig. I just got a
So
bunch of new corsets.
I need to. I need a new wig too. So Sunday, March 19th, 2 p.m. Good luck, girls. Right here on this channel, A Thousand Eyes in One podcast. And other than that, we will have another 30 Tuesday and more book club to come. We'll announce all of that stuff. Thank you, Shalia. Please go ahead and plug your stuff again. Oh,
Real
wait.
quick. And check out our stories. We've been putting our favorite books in our stories
Oh,
because it's
right.
National
National
Reading Month.
Reading Month. National
Yes.
Reading Month.
Oh, nice.
So we've been posting books that we love that had an impact on us that are not Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And
Or books that we've done in book club because you know
yes,
that we love them
non-book
already.
club.
That
Right,
doesn't
not
mean you
book
don't. Just
club.
because you see them doesn't mean we don't love them. It just means we've talked about them.
We've done it already. So yes, that's on Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram. So check that out. Check out those stories. Um, and look out. So and join us Sunday, and then just listen out for other stuff on social media. We'll be posting whenever there's stuff coming up. So make sure you follow us: Twitter, 1000eyes1, Facebook and Instagram, 1000eyes1, and for book club, Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram, thousandeyespodcast.com if you just want to listen to some of our older episodes. And don't judge us; they were old. We've learned.
They're still funny though.
They're hilarious. And Shalia, please plug all your stuff. And now is your time to shine.
My favorite thing to do, talk about my music. So I am a singer-songwriter. I love R&B, do some dance music, and you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. It is the name that you see on the screen at Shalia Monet. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel where I do post covers. I have my original songs with lyrics. So I have my lyric videos there. I have some vlogs. I'm going to start posting a lot more. I had been editing videos and was going to post my whole weight loss journey and things like that, but it was getting a little too emotional. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to share all this. So I've just been on the fence. I literally have so much content in my phone waiting to be uploaded. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know that you want to see what's there, and maybe I'll start posting again. Again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Shalia Monet Music. And you can check out all of my original music on all streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, basically anywhere where you can stream music. Type in Shalia Monet. I promise you won't be disappointed. I think that you'll really, really like my music. And I have some Sade covers that are out there that I did the collaboration with Polyrhythm. They're an Afro house music duo, and we did a couple of Sade remixes that released last year, and they're still doing really well. So definitely check them out if you like some Sade. Just want to hear a little different, twist on it. And again, I'm working on a project right now, and I'm literally putting every ounce of my being into it. And I hope that you guys all enjoy it. As of right now, it's tentatively titled Delusional. So if you see me acting a little delusional on these internet streets, know that I'm kind of, maybe it's for a reason. Art imitates life.
Indeed.
So thank you guys for having me.
No, thank you for joining us.
Talk about my favorite movie.
I know. We were supposed to do a double feature at our last 30 Tuesday, and we had to put this one off because we just had to have Shalia for it. I was like, I cannot do this movie without Shalia. Like, we need her for it. So thank you for joining us and being available, and
thank you
everything
for changing it for me.
Yes, of course. We're happy
to
talk one more time about stuff on the internet.
That's what we do.
Yes.
We talk about stuff on the internet. And thank you guys for checking us out and listening, and make sure you check out Shalia and her music. And also, Nikki, I love that you changed your name to Nikisha. I meant to point that out earlier, just for me. I meant to point that out earlier and I forgot. But thanks, guys. And we'll see you. Again, follow us on social media. We'll drop dates for the next 30 Tuesday. And for book club is this Sunday. So you'll probably see a flyer start getting posted again. Maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there'll be visuals.
Sure. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.